coming up on Leroy and Marie. Although really, it should just be called the Lexi channel. I mean, come on, I'm amazing.
So there's Garmin going height limit, and it's trying to get you on these crazy unpaved roads to get out of this.
Sadly, the car with wash me on it didn't get washed.
Oh, surprisingly.
Hi. 2 and 2 dogs.
And we're off.
We're off.
Turn right onto Boulevard Paseo de la Duna.
The Reef RV Park in Puerto Penasco.
Paseo de la Duna.
These roads are a little undulating. These mini sand dunes. These roads are really jittery. And that beeping you hear in the background are our leveling jacks. They get a little upset when it gets too shuddery. It does go off after a while. Here we go, an actual smooth spot, or not. So this stop sign up here, this is actually new this winter.
You notice it says stop.
It says stop and not alto, so that means the Mexicans can actually go through.
Which they do anyway.
Which they do anyway, that's very true. We've seen lots of vehicles just go right through without even pausing. So here's tope number 1. And they like to make it high. And the second one just around the corner. This one has a warning. They don't all have warnings. Tope number 2.
Quarter mile. Turn right on Sonoyta Costano.
Until the one before the arch, I think, is another one. So if you have a Garmin GPS, it will actually route you a different way. This way we're going is the easiest way in and out of all the RV parks. The reason Garmin doesn't like this particular stretch is because of the 2 arches, which are totally fine. The way Garmin routes you, it actually takes you right through town, which is even worse because there's skinny little streets and lots of potholes. So if you ever come to Puerto Penasco in a big rig, come through the Google Maps approach. Google Maps will always route this way because it's faster. So this is the first arch coming up, and Garmin will have a fit as you approach it. So all the big rigs we've seen have come through this way. They bring all the caravans this way.
Pretty cool. Ish. Straight.
Yep. This truck just tried to pass us on a curve which narrowed. I tell you.
Roundabout.
Nice
Take the
pothole.
first exit to Boulevard Silvestre Gustavo Dalgaldo.
So that's Garmin trying to reroute us because the second arch is coming up after this roundabout. Again, don't listen to Garmin in this instance. Go straight as per Google Maps.
Exit the roundabout onto Boulevard Costa Diamante.
So there's Garmin going height limit. And
Turn left onto the unpaved road.
And it's trying to get you on these crazy unpaved roads to get out of this
Which would be
route.
madness.
Which would be, yes, it would make it even worse because look at all these unpaved sandy roads. Definitely not the This is the madness of Garmin RVs sometimes. But the main thing is know your route. Don't rely on just Garmin. Just trying for another one coming up.
Turn left onto the unpaved road.
Just trying to get us to turn down this left road. Very persistent.
She's a fool.
She's a fool, as Leroy said. And now it's going height limit warning. And now it's adjusted itself to the correct route, except it's still giving us the height warning. So this is the next archway that Garmin doesn't like, the second one, or the first one if you're going to Puerto Penasco. As you can see, it's plenty tall.
Turn right at the stop sign.
We're gonna turn right. These things are just horrible. Oh, they're planting. Wow. Just so you know, all the railway crossings here are very uneven. Given that this is a main truck route, you'd think they'd smooth that railway crossing a little, but no. Spring flowers
Field of dreams.
purple.
Here, it goes from autumn to spring. There's no winter.
Well, there is a little bit of winter.
She's lying, there's no winter. Because it goes yellow, and then you get the flowers coming up.
It's why we're here.
That is why we're here.
No winter. This is Tony, traveling in the lap of luxury. Pillow and everything. I was just saying that it actually smells like spring flowers. Like it's a very pleasant scent in the air. All day. Newly repaved portion to the Lukeville border. It's so nice and smooth in comparison.
twisted off.
Well, we got our passport exit stamp and returned our FMM over on the left side, far left side there. There are a couple of things blocked off, so we kind of had to walk around, but the Guardia were quite helpful, so it was all good. And while we were doing that, there's now a lineup to the border. But it is moving fairly decently, so we should be across in no time, hopefully. That fifth wheel is getting a thorough inspection. It's still there. It was there when the door was open and everything when we walked up to the immigration office, and they're still there. So not quite sure what the story is. That's going into Mexico. So yeah, hopefully nothing major. Line's moving fairly decently, so that's good. Lots of little dogs just roaming around waiting to be run over because they just keep crossing the road. I have no idea. This black one is trying to cross again. It just literally crossed. For a
Sadly, the
Tuesday.
car would wash me on it. Didn't get washed.
Ah, surprisingly. I mean, there are a lot of washes around, so.
Got to write it in Spanish. We were directed in Spanish.
We
Just say
were.
water bus.
There we go. It's actually moving quite fast, surprisingly. Heading forward.
Hi. 2 and 2 dogs.
What does he need?
Passport. Car's less wide anyways.
Yeah, good. Careful on this sign.
Yeah.
It's very narrow going through there, but we didn't get put into inspection.
Clear on your side?
Yes. Surprisingly, no inspection, because all the other RVs got pulled over. It's clear.
It's because they were busy with those. Although they could have
Careful
queued
with
this up.
this. Yeah. But, well, that was actually amazingly fast. There we go, we made it through, and it was probably the easiest
Oh, easily.
ever. Didn't even ask us any questions. Just looked at our passports, and that was it.
And the license plate, I guess.
Oh, and the license plate. Yeah. But, wow. Okay, that was a short lineup into Mexico. Always longer.
Yeah.
But yes, all done. We're back in the States now. On to Gunsight Wash. We're in miles now. Alrighty.
We made it. Can you miss Mexico, but it's good to be back. When I say back, I mean in the States, not back to Canada yet.
Getting there. Getting there. We'll be making our way north. With a few stops along the way.